What's up, my folks? I hope y'all are doing good. Listen, I want to go over a few comments and some emails and do a recap of the last video. First of all, guys, you got to understand, none of this shit's rehearsed, and I don't edit. Whenever it comes out, comes out. And I hear it the way you hear it on that video. I mean, I don't know what's going to be said, and that was just a classic Joe. You never know what's going to be said. Now, try to keep it about the dogs. I know about the politics. I don't care about none of that shit, really. I don't want to even talk about it, and I'm disgusted with it all anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all are. So, anyhow. But as far as I want to say something because there was a couple comments, and it had to do with Bill. First of all, don't take nothing away from Bill. And I ain't going to Bill's. I've been dealt business with Bill. I know Bill, and Bill's a nice guy. He's pleasant to deal with. He's honest and fair. I mean, it's just, to me, he's been a good person. And as far as like Bill and like the whole story you heard last night is first, that's how I heard it too. Now that's just how, like I was saying, whoa, that's why we did those interviews. I just never know what's going to pop up. Bill, this is what I was saying about the dogs. You can't believe your lying eyes. You just never fucking know. Now, Bill wouldn't never know, so no, Bill did not lie. I'm going to say that right now. Bill, if that's the case, what happened is the case now. No, Bill didn't lie. Bill got robbed. Bill got robbed of, if that was the case, of all these years thinking of something, which that's a bummer. You know what I'm saying? If anything, he's the victim on that shit. But no, he didn't lie. Okay, I'm gonna say that. And I don't know what was said about the other. I have no fucking idea. I didn't pay attention. I don't do a lot of sitting on the YouTube. I just went in there and answered a few guys and went over some comments, and I'm wrapping up my day. And but I'm gonna be straight about it. No, I guess I can leave this now. It ain't going nowhere. Like I said, I'm just doing the interview. I don't know nothing that no one says to be fact other than what they say. You know what I'm saying? That's what I try to say. You got to take everything, process it in your head, and all that. Now, I want to make a comment about, I was trying to get some information on, like, where did all the Honey Bunch dogs go? Because, I mean, back in the day, I did have some of the Midnight Cowboy Jeep, Honey Bunch, or whatever it was, dogs that came from, I think they came from Irish Cherry, and they were nice dogs. I mean, and I was just trying to get a feel of that, but, things go what they are. You hear everything. See, that's what I mean. When you do these interviews, you just hear shit that you never would have known. I would have never known them things unless you talk to people. You know what I mean? What's up, girl? What's up, girl? Little hog hound, boy. But, so that's why we do them. But no, I don't edit, and I don't steer them, and I don't know what they're going to be said on them. Now, the next one what we're going to do is going to be I'm going to try to do one with Compton. I want to get this one done. And we're going to get a lot of information about, try to get some medical information for you guys and some good tips. Now, we are going to kind of go over what we're going to talk about on that one. He has some excellent tips, pro tips for you guys. Now this week for more for like serious dog men. And yeah, you won't want to miss that one. And he's very knowledgeable of this stuff, and it's going to be a good video, and hopefully we can get some good pictures of some of the hunts on there too for you. But anyhow, but I don't edit them. Whatever is said is said, and like I said, all the interviews I do, I interview them. I let them talk, go over it, We all got our own points of view, just like the people. I seen the comment about the rascal blood and something breeding tight, getting cold. Yeah, that's true. That's true with all of it. Okay, that's damn true. And that was kind of my point on the bloodlines. I don't care about running a pure family of dogs because that happens in a lot of dogs when you breed them too heavy. You start getting a lot of cold dogs, a lot of stupid dogs, a lot of subpar dogs. So what I try to do, just like I did with Bill, now here's a perfect example of this little dog here. I went back with what I consider some of the finest of one strain of dog, and I went back into what Bill had, which I consider that dog that Bill has, that killer dog, one of the finest Bose dogs there is. I mean, he's a beautifully bred dog. and a good specimen, you know. And he seemed to be putting out a pretty puppy too. But you know, and breed them two together. I don't care about breeding a pure family or something, because it seems to me my percentage has always been better doing it the way I do it. And I just don't really have time to have too many brood dogs. I got brood dogs now, but you know, the brood dogs I got are my shit, you know. I use other people's stuff. It's all bred so tight nowadays. We're talking 25 years from the originals that people are using, you know, that's been line bred and inbred and line bred. What are you doing? You know, and everything gets so tight nowadays that it's time. A lot of these dogs, it's time to cross them. I don't care what no one says. I can't raise 20 dogs to get 3 good dogs, 4 good dogs. Fuck that shit. You know what I mean? And people can say what they want to, but there is that thing called hybrid Viger, and it's the truth. And then when you're hunting dogs, and that's what I'm trying to breed up is hunting dogs, that's what you want. So as far as like, if anybody was to ask me, like, rascal type traits, I would say the Weirjack, the Woodall type dogs produce that trait that you want consistently. They're known to have a good hard finishing trait, and that's what you want. You don't want your dog to sandbag at all on a hog. That's the difference. I mean, it ain't no time to take a break when you're catching a pig, okay? And that trait in the dogs really seems to come out, that rascal trait. That's what I'm saying. They come out with more of that Eli Jr., that big Casey trait, you know, of hard finish and not really, I'd say barnstorming, but they're very fast-paced, hard-finishing dogs. And they stay hard-finished. You can't give them, as soon as that hog takes a break, see, because a smart hog will act like he's taking a break, you know, slowing down and wait for your dog to sandbag. And as soon as your dog fucking sandbags, then he's going to explode on him and bust his ribs. I mean, we'll put some pictures up and show you what happens what it looks like when that happens on the next video. They'll be coughing blood out like it's water. So you don't want that. You want a dog that's consistently, as soon as that son of a bitch puts him acts like he's gonna take a breath or relax, you want him to be at throttling. It's gonna be ready soon. You know what I mean? That's the game plan. You want them throttling, and that stuff actually produces that trait. Now, I've seen a lot of people breed it real tight, and you know, it has the same effect as a lot of the bloodlines do. You know, you're going to go through some dogs before you find the perfect one. But when you cross it is where the magic shines in most lines. Most lines. I mean, of course, everyone's going to tell you that, you know, their lines runs on its own and all that. If they're crossing up different families in there, it probably is. But, I mean, I've seen a lot of people say that, and the dogs are slow-paced. Or they might have lost mouth. You know what I mean? They might not have no more mouth, but, you know, things will go on them when they're too tight bred. I mean, that was one thing. Another thing, the rascal dogs, some of them dogs, like off the old Strickland dogs, you know, they lost them traits that they were notorious for, that hard driving, like I said, hard finishing traits. He would even tell you, you know, they lost something. And once you lose it, it's hard to get it back. Whereas if you go out with a very well-bred family outcross that's producing fire, something, you know, that's why it go like kind of like with this bitch is. She's in heat again right now. Swole the fuck up, ready to be bred. Oh man, she's short as a damn, always wanting to be a mama. But you know, you cross it out with something and it rejuvenates it. That's my point. You know, some people can, you know, like when we had Paladin dogs, man, I had a bunch, and they were heavy bred shit too. And we had a bunch of that shit, and they just, you know, they were just like they were one thing. They were what they were, and that was it. There was nothing else until you crossed them out, you know. And that's what showed me the differences is crossing, you know. You can be loyal to a family, but, I mean, it takes a lot of dogs to have one family of dogs and making it work. You need to have a couple strains of a different that same family at least, you know, working together. But anyway, and I've jibbered enough about it. Y'all should understand what I'm saying by now. But anyway, guys, don't mix the next video. But y'all gotta understand, I don't know what's coming out of people's mouth, you know. And as far as like the Bill thing, I wanted to clear that up quick. No, we've done good business with Bill. No problems. I don't know what all, whose toes been stepped on, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, guys. But it ain't no big jig. It's you see how this shit is. It's always like that. But anyway, y'all take care and y'all keep on bulldogging.